Everyone, it is Thang and welcome back to another Let's Plant videos. As you see, I have my beautiful plant mask on right now. These are really great for like when you're spraying chemicals because it protects you from the spray hitting here, and then there's plastic on top, except for this gets like really fuzzy, blurry, really quick. I don't like it. My mom loves it though, and she's like, oh, you should have gotten more for me so then I can like send them back to Vietnam. I'm like, why? Why? They're pretty horrible. I got that when I was at the clinic with my dad today. It was like 6 hours long for his dialysis test and all that stuff. I'm like, anyways, I got some fun stuff for us to do back here. You see, I've set up my strings of heart and some Sansevieria that I need to work on because my strings of heart has gotten super long and I need to give them to my beautiful friend. So we're gonna do that, and yeah, let's go get started.
So, I hope this is a good setup for all of you. So this is my strings of heart that you've seen in a lot of the tour videos or on Instagram. It is quite large. It's quite long actually. It is a year old now. You see, it's very long. Strings of hearts, even the variegated one, it's not something that I find that you should spend a lot of money on because it grows super fast, right? But you also, should support your local nurseries and gardens, all of that. So I bought this from Crystal Star for like, I think $12. It was like really tiny, right? It was like that much. And then it just grew. I water these once a week, or maybe sometimes twice a week. If it seems like it's drying up a lot, then I would probably water it more than once a week. But once a week should be more than perfectly fine for these. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna snip all of this off. So this is like Rapunzel's hair. Rapunzel, let down your hair. Whatever. That hoe already has a man. I don't even have a man, but that's okay. I don't think, I was talking to my friend and she's like, ooh, how's your Canada sex life, right? I'm like, it's pretty good. And she's like, well, do you have anybody, in your life at the moment? Like, no, I don't think that is for me, to be honest with you. I don't think that a monogamous relationship is ever gonna be my kind of thing. It's most likely gonna be probably an open relationship or just a connection, not really like being with them, but just a connection with them. Anyways, so I'm gonna cut down to here. And what you'd always wanna do is nothing. You just wanna cut. You can just cut. Ooh, that's a long piece. Oh, you know what you should do? You should always untangle it first, but, oh God. And like, oh God, don't, this is horrible. This is probably why I don't wanna cut it. And there's always people who's always try to set me up with people. I'm like, no, it's okay. I like being alone. I like the company of my plants. Okay, hold on. I will be right back. You know what? I'm just gonna cut because I took about 10 minutes trying to untangle all these. And unfortunately, that is not gonna happen when it is laying all together. So I'm just gonna snip right about here. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about hurting the plants because these things grow like wildfire. They grow like weed. They grow so easily, Cut one head and two will pop out. Hell Hydra. Anyways, so yeah, my friends always like worry that I'll never meet somebody. I'm okay with like not having a monogamous relationship. I just like a connection with someone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, oh my god, I'm gonna take some time to untangle some of these, and then I'm gonna save a few for my friend, and then I'm gonna plant some inside here. Okay, hold on. Okay, I finished detangling all this stuff. This is probably why you should like detangle it when it's hanging and then cut it, because this is just crazy. Okay, anyways, so these things right here needs to have nodes right here notes for it to actually grow roots. So if you have just a leaf, it won't grow any roots. So what I do is I just take this whole entire thing and I just plant it all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, right? That's how I do. So I'm gonna do the rest. Yeah, next time I'm just gonna cut it up first before we plant it. So that's like another like half a year or so, right? That's another like half a year. Let me put this, oh God. So many of these, and it's okay if it ended up drying up and dying, it's fine, because the ones you've just cut out will like give you more babies anyways, and it'll look fuller. I just literally took it apart. I just like ripped everything apart. It's like, choop, I don't care. I'm just gonna rip you apart, and that's the end of that. Because I'm not gonna sit here. See, oh God, it's okay. I'm not gonna sit here and just like, this is not working. That one's not working. I'm not gonna sit here and just like wait until like you want to allow me to like detangle you. That's not gonna happen. So I'm thinking of like leaving about 10 for my friend. I think 10 is fine for her. It's more than perfectly fine for her. That's all I do. I just cram them in with no worries or care in the world, and yeah, no worries or care in the world. I don't care. There's lots and lots of you. They grow like weed, so it's perfectly fine. Most people are like, oh my God, you're hurting the plants. I don't care for your opinion about that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 5, 6. 5, 6 is fine. There's one that's like really super long, so I'm gonna cut it. Yeah, one of these is like mega long, so I'm gonna snip it and then put it in here, right? And then I think there's one that fell as well. This is not going as I planned it, because it is just like all over the place. My mom's gonna be like, when she wakes up, she's like, I can't believe he's like doing this again. It's so dirty. You know, he's always making a mess at nighttime and I gotta clean it up. I'm like, okay, Mom. Okay. You can just leave it until like I come in the morning and I'll clean it myself. But now she's always like that. That's why I can't do plant stuff when she's here, because she'll always like make those little snide comments. But it's like her way of communicating with me. She's being playful, because she's like, you know, that's how she is. Moms. I will never be a mom one day. Most likely never be a dad as well, but that's okay. I have 8 nephews and nieces, and I think I'm good with 8 nephews and nieces. God, they are like getting older now too. How many strands? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5, 6. 6 for my friend. So that's it for the strings of heart. Really, my suggestion is just to, when it's like hanging, cut it when it's hanging. Don't cut it when it's on the floor like this. It's such a mess. I'm sorry. I thought it'd be like much cooler, but that was just trash. Whatever. I'm gonna put it aside so that it can hang and we can do the other stuff. Oh God, where am I gonna put it? Oh God, okay, I got it, okay. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna do the rest. Sorry about that. Okay, so what am I do the next one? So this is a Sansevieria bonsai. I just need to fix this because one, it's slanted and I want it like upright, right? So I'm gonna take this, and it has roots. Yep, it has roots. So usually like this, I just tap it on the side. Tap it to loosen up the dirt and just let it pour out. I don't want to pull or damage the majority of the roots, especially like this point, this point right here. I don't want to damage it at all, right? So that is a nice, good rooting system. Good job. Oh, you like my mug? This one is August. This one's August. It's very cute. I think I need to collect like all the month. I gave my friend the May one. Oh, maybe I should ask for it back. But that's okay. She's my friend. She'll understand if I ask for it back. She'll be like, but you gave it to me. I'm like, I don't care. I want it back now. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Is it good enough? No.
That's not good enough. That's too much. Pour it back in. No, that's too much as well. Sorry, I can't calculate. I'm bad at math. No. Okay. So that's just gotta do over. Do it slowly. It's like coffee, right? So yeah, this is where you just freestand it like this until you finish pouring everything inside. So that's just what I usually do when I'm repotting things. So I want things centered. I have an OCD for things being centered. It's my problem. It's no one else's problem except for my own. Okay. This is good. So I watered these on Monday. That was yesterday. Yeah, I watered these on Monday or Sunday. So that's why it's still wet-ish. Okay, and then you just jiggle. And there you go. Just a little bit more. Nice, a little bit more on this side. Okay. Yeah, I keep topping this over because I keep checking the other plants. So now it's perfectly centered. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. This Pina Colada, I always find that when I'm planting my Sansevieria, that I need to plant them into soil. And the problem with this mix is that when it gets more to the top of to the base, there's less soil medium, right? So I need to get more soil in here when I'm potting it. So that way the roots can get damp or stay damp and it'll grow roots faster. That's what I always find. I would never put this into water propagation or water rooting. I always find that like when you do that, what ends up happening is that it just ends up like fungus rotting after a while. Okay, I think that's good. So what I'm gonna do is not touch this for like a long time because I keep lifting it up to check how it is. So stop. And this Rorita is the same thing too. You see how the top here, it's all like non-soily stuff. So I just want to remove all that. And all the soil stuff is right here. All the soil stuff. So I want all the soil to cover the Rorita. I mean, it is growing roots very slowly, like these nubs right here. I don't know if you can see these nubs, these tiny nubs. Those are the roots. So I'm just gonna remove the turfus and whatever. Shake it a little bit, remove a little bit more. Shake it, and just bury it. Actually, I wanted it a little bit higher so I could see it. Yeah, so that's my problem. Need more soil. Okay, that should be fine. Shake it, remove the top, because that's just non-soil stuff. Okay, that should do it. Shake it, remove, shake it. Because usually, like the finer medium, the soil would actually fall down there. There you go. That's good. So we're gonna plant this here, and we're not gonna touch it, because honestly, I have an OCD problem, and I will keep just like lifting it up just to see how it goes. I tell people like don't do it, but I just can't listen to my own advice. You know what I mean? Okay, that's it. So that is that. All right. Okay. So the next one I'm gonna do is there's more Sansevierias. I know. Everything for Sansevieria. They're very beautiful. I want to plant this little guy right here, which either is a Gracilia or a Crown Royal, whatever it is. This one was actually planted with these ones, but unfortunately I kind of knocked it out and I just never cared for it. So it's still alive. Hold on. Yeah, it's still alive. So I'm gonna plant it in. I'm gonna plant it in with these things, and I'm gonna water twice a week. Because this little thing has a hole in it, so I'm gonna water it twice a week. Yeah. Pour this in.
all this in. There you go. Top it off. Water twice a week so that way it can stimulate some root growth. Sometimes it can take a long time for it to grow roots. Sometimes like these things can take like a month or 2 months or 3 months to grow roots, but that's how they are. Okay, so this one, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna separate these two because these two plants are different. This one is a Crown Royal and this one is a Gracilius. Gracilius are beautiful. So tap tap tap. I wanna tap 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 that base. Tap the base. Ooh, nice. See? Very beautiful rooting system. They're entangled. Oh, not really entangled, but you slowly separate them. Okay. This one I'm gonna keep into this little mug. I should really do a video because look at these. These are beautiful, aren't they? They're cute. Like these are like mugs that I buy at the thrift store, and I drill a hole in them, and then I just knock this out. You just take a hammer, just hit it, and the handle just knocks off. And all you do is just cover up the fugly side, and you have like this beautiful like cheap planter. All right, it says August on it. Yeah, I should do a video on that. But the Crown Royal is beautiful. I was actually going to sell the Crown Royal, but I needed to test the supplier. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna use that supplier, that seller, because he sells things like super expensive and they're tiny. They're really tiny, right? So it's not someone I want to, it's not someone like you'd want to like keep using unless it's like super rare things that nobody has, and that's fine. That's fine with it. See how much soil there is? Yeah, that's fine. And that's why like you have like test runs with people, test runs with like sellers, and see how they are. Do you see how they do, you know, right? So this was a test run, and unfortunately all the Crown Royal, it was like so, it was disappointing because like he gave me things, they weren't all the same sizes and they weren't all the same variegation, right? And he didn't say anything, he just sent it to me. I'm like, you know, I understand that the higher the variegation, the more expensive a plant can be, but unfortunately majority of people don't understand that. You know, they want something big for what they pay for. They want something big. They don't care like how high the variegation is, right? Because he gave me a little tiny like Crown Royal, and it was like super variegated. It's still alive. I still have it. Usually it's in the video, right? I'm like, I can't do it like this because people just don't understand. They really don't understand, right? So I don't believe I'm gonna use him again this year, because my current seller has nice things for reasonable prices and bigger sizes. Anyways, so we're gonna put this in here. Oh yeah, this is cute too, right? Look, this is really cute. It's like a sake. It's like a nice Japanese or Asian inspired little cup of tea. I broke it though, but whatever, it's okay. It's still cute. It's very, it gives it a little character, you know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna use that seller again. Because he had some nice rare things, and they were cheaper than other people, but they were small. They were like tiny, you know, so, and they were expensive, you know, so it's I guess it's a life thing. It's a life thing. Most of these things I don't tell people because nobody really understands about these kind of things. That's okay. There you go. There you go. And that's why like when you go to a nursery, you don't see any of these super rare things, because the super rare things are too expensive. And I had the opportunity to talk to Crystal Star, like Eric, the owner of it, and I'm like, how come you don't bring these things in? Like they're really nice and beautiful. He's like, it's too expensive, right? Not only is it too expensive, but I can't sell it to nurseries as well because it's too expensive for them to buy and resell. So it doesn't make a profit for them. So it doesn't make sense for them to do it, right? So that's when you go to your local nurseries or stuff, you don't see the beautiful rare things. You only see the basic stuff because it's easily mass produced and it's cheaper for the consumer, the majority of the consumer to understand to be able to buy. Okay, I think I have one more. Yeah, one more before the end of this video. I think this video is a little bit short, but that's okay. Next time, we're gonna do some Hoya action. So this is my Euphorbia Mondomedium Cosiana, which I got at the plant show at the Allen Gardens. And I just picked it up because it was this small. Okay, hold on, let me see. It was this small and it had a little nice flower to it, and it was $20. This is cash. It's expensive. You think I was not expensive? No. And the guy was like, I keep telling the story, and the guy was like, "Hey, do you want the name to that?" I'm like, "No, it's fine," because he was cute. So I just like, yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut here, right about here, and oh, I already cut it. Okay, let me just go. And the thing about these ones is, I will let them. Ooh, it's leaking some beautiful, yummy milk. Ooh, delicious milk. Don't touch them. They're not good for you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave them aside and actually let them callus over. I have had experience with these ones where you just plug them in right away, and unfortunately they just die. So that's not what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna cut one here as well. Right about here. There you go. And that's gonna be it for this Mondomedium Cosiana. These can grow super long, like super long. Like this one was about, I think, 6 foot before. And I was gonna throw it away, but then my mom just did her own magical stuff and she just cut it down to size. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, I guess this is what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna leave these two to callus over, and then I will plug them in when they're done. So they're gonna be plugged in like this. Usually the leaves will fall off, but it'll just root, don't worry. Okay, so that's a lot of milk coming out of that. Okay, and this is the stuff for my friend that I have to put into a pot for her. Because next time I see her, these should be rooted. And yeah, so that's it for my Let's Plant video. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, don't forget to press like and subscribe. See you. Bye.